Hey guys, welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet and welcome to the Familia. If you are new, you guys, I'm so freaking excited. Well, you guys know I'm always excited, but I am back with another multiple looks using one palette. And the palette of choice is the new BH Cosmetics BFF palette, Alondra and Elsie's palette that looks like this. And if you guys are not familiar, Alondra and Elsie are influencers, and you guys know we always support Latinas on this channel, and I'm so excited to use this. So if you're interested in seeing how to get all these beautiful looks and my thought on this palette, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on because I'm always here. And follow me on my socials because I'm always there too. And let's get started. Alright guys, let's start. This is how the palette looks. It comes in this little cute sleeve, and this is the outer packaging, and look how beautiful it looks. I love a brand new freaking palette. And we're just gonna go in and start with the looks. We're gonna prime with this L'Oreal concealer and then blend it out right on the lid. This concealer is so good for looks. And oh, I was so excited. We're gonna start off with the shade Latte and just tap it all over the crease, really buffing it out, kind of outwardly, so we have like a diffused look. And we're starting off with that. And I'm using this Makeup by Mario brush, the biggest one he has. It's like very, very fluffy and soft. Now we're gonna go in with Aloe and Else, and we're gonna deepen that crease up a little bit more with this smaller brush. Now really concentrating it on the crease and really building that bad boy up. Back in with our first brush and the lighter shade Latte, just blending those edges out. I was going back and forth a lot with this look. And then back in with the dark Aloe and Else, and ooh, looking so good. It was just blending out like a dream. And then back in with our concealer, we're just gonna clean up the crease, not really do it sharp. I don't really like sharp creases, but you can always do a sharp crease if you want. And then using this fluffy brush, this is where we fluff it out a little bit more and it's not super sharp. Then we're gonna go in back in with the shade Latte, blend those edges out. And then back in with Aloe and Else, blending that bad boy out as well, getting those edges too. Using the shade Bon Appetit, we're gonna hit it right on top of that crease where the concealer is and really just set it. This beautiful shade, it kind of looks white, but it's a cream shade. Back in with Aloe and Else, and then Latte. And oh guys, going in with Salvadoreña, you guys know that's me. We're gonna hit it right on the lid and create this wing liner. I'm using the MAC 228S brush. You guys, this brush is so good. It's so versatile and you can even do a beautiful wing like this without doing too much work, you know? And then going in with this micellar water and concealer brush, we're just gonna sharpen up that wing very nicely and it cleans it up too. Full face and everything, going in with this LA Girl Bright Concealer, just hitting it, not concealer, eyeliner, hitting it on the waterline. Then back in with the brush, we use Aloe and Else. Without adding more product, we're just gonna hit it in the lower lash line. And guys, this is look number one. I had to try Salvadoreña first because it's just such a beautiful shade. It's a beautiful shade of blue. I really feel like this is such an everyday, easy look. You can do whatever wing liner you want. And I just really loved how this look came out. Super simple and chic, you know? And yeah, guys, let's move on to look numero dos. All right, guys, starting off with this P. Louise base. I also really like this as a primer. Well, it is a primer, but it works really well. And we're gonna do the same thing we did with look one, just blend it out. Now going in, now starting off with BFF, back in with our Mario brush. I had cleaned it off and we're just tapping it right over the crease. Doing tapping motions will really give you that pigment and that like flawless airbrushed look a lot faster than going back and forth. And it's a lot gentler on the eye lid. You know what I mean? Just buffing that bad boy out. Going in with the shade Mexicana, and we're gonna hit it with a smaller brush just at the end of the eye, just tapping it so we can get that full pigment. Again, tapping motions will get us there faster, more efficiently too. Back in with our first brush and blending out those edges with the shade BFF. And again, I was going back and forth, back and forth. And then with this clean brush, we're gonna buff out the edges even more. Now using our P. Louise base, we're gonna cut the crease halfway. This one is gonna be a little bit sharper, but again, not too sharp because, you know, I'm not too big on that. But of course, if you like sharp lines, do you, girl. We're gonna get that edge, and then we're gonna go in with Pop Off, which is a beautiful pink shade, and we're gonna hit it in the inner corner and really build it up. Honestly, it doesn't need a lot of building because you see that shine. I didn't even wet the brush. And then going in with Baby E, I just felt like it was missing something, and girl, Baby E just gives you that pow. If you guys don't know, that's Elsie's daughter's name or nickname. We're blending away with Mexicana, and then we're going back in with BFF. And using this L'Oreal Let liner, it's the shade Denim Brown. We're gonna hit the lower lash line and also tight line, but I forgot to show you guys here. We're gonna go in with the shade OOTD and build it up on the lower lash line. Using our MAC 228 brush, just building it nicely. Going back in with BFF and our first fluffy brush, blending that harsh line out a little bit. Going back with Mexicana and the same small brush, we're just building that lower lash line and blending it out as well. Now using Blessed, we're just hitting it in the inner corner just to tie everything together. Guys, this is look number 2. Oh, I didn't realize how red Mexicana was gonna be, and it's just such a beautiful, like, not red, more of a magenta shade, and I just really liked how this look turned out. You can also add a wing to a look like this, and also lashes. You guys know I don't wear lashes because I'm allergic to lash glue, but it's okay. And yeah, guys, let's move on to look numero 3. All right, guys, we are starting off with our brush, our MAC 228 brush, and the shade OOTD, and we're hitting it right on the crease. At this point, we have a little bit of concealer on the lids, and it's a little bit wet. And we're just mapping the crease along with the lower lash line and bringing those two together. And looking straight ahead will really let you know exactly where your crease is, which is where you want to start, and just outline everything. Now wetting this artist brush and wetting this matte shade will give like an eyeliner-esque product. So as you guys can see, it got really dark, and I actually learned this trick from iloves.ie, and it's been a game changer. Without using an eyeliner, you can kind of create your own, you know. We're just really building that bad boy up. Now back with our MAC 228 brush and using the remaining product, we're just gonna blend on top of what we just lined over our crease. You can just go very gently back and forth so we get a gradient. Then going in with our concealer and cleaning that crease up. This way our line looks very sharp. And using the shade Peach, we're just gonna tap right over that concealer so our brown shade that's on the crease can really stand out. It's like a very nice contrast we're giving it. Then back in, you know, retracing our steps per the usual. And back in with our MAC brush, blending that beautiful line out. Now going in with our L'Oreal liner, it's the brown liner. We're gonna hit it right on the waterline. Then blend it out again with the same brush we were using and blend out the lower lash line using OOTD. And then we're using a little bit of latte to give us more of a blended effect, using it on the lower lash line and the top. Blending that out. And then I wanted some color, guys. So we went in with a Virgo and hit the inner corner and just give it that pop, girl. Look at that pop, how beautiful it looks. And guys, this is look number 3. Such a beautiful, to me, would be an everyday look. Super easy, super simple, super chic, super matte with the pop of color. Oh, so beautiful. I really loved how this look came out. And it's fairly easy to do, you know? And yeah, guys, let's move on to look numero 4. All right, guys, starting off with Malibu and our same fluffy brush we've been using, the Mario fluffy brush. We're just tapping it all over the crease. This one really needed some building, so I was really there packing it on the crease, going back and forth, tapping back and forth to really get that pigment going. A lot of times with palettes, you really have to work it in to get that pigment going. Now we're going to use the shade Salvadoreña and using this Morphe M506 brush and tapping it all over Malibu and really keeping it close to the crease, keeping it like closely tight, not really spreading it out too much. Back in with Malibu and we're starting to blend out those edges because they were looking harsh. Blues tend to look harsh really quick, and then getting some micellar water and cleaning that lid off because I really wanted to work with clean lines with this one because the blues are so bright. Back in with Salvadoreña, just hitting that crease, building it up, cleaning our lid with this concealer, and now we're creating a deeper, sharper line, more of a sharper line, not deeper, and just, as you guys can see. Now going in with the shade Bougie, we're hitting it in the outer corner and keeping that triangle shape we have going. Using our finger to really get that pigment, because you guys know the finger is always the best way. And then just back in with the brush to get those little areas the finger couldn't get. Using the shade You're Sick, we're gonna hit it in the inner corner, really build that bad boy up with the brush and the finger. I feel like doing that combo is like perfect. And with the finger, we're also blending You're Sick onto Bougie so we don't have that harsh line. And then we're going to Wine and Dine and we're just hitting it right on the crease, really building it up. Trust the process, guys, because I wasn't trusting it at this point, but trust it. And really building that bad boy up slowly but surely. It did take a little bit of time, but we got it. Back in with Malibu, getting that crease, making sure we don't lose that light blue shade because it's going to help with our gradient. Now guys, getting this fluffy brush we've been using for our concealer, it has a very, very small amount. You're just going to start buffing the edges out. This will really give the look a cleaner and the edges will look so buffed out. It's a game changer. Back in with our L'Oreal brown liner, hitting the lower lash line and tight lining. Tight lining also will help your lash line look a lot fuller. Going in with Wine and Dine and hitting it in the inner, not the inner corner, the lower lash line, really building that bad boy up. And then we're gonna tight line a little bit more with this flatter brush so we don't have any gaps between our lashes. Going in with Baby E and just hitting it right in the inner corner and just tying everything together. With the inner corner, you just wanna start blending it towards the side of the eye so you don't have like a big circle in the inner corner and it looks blended. If you're using lashes, you can make your wing a little bit thicker, but because I'm not, I didn't want the liner to eat up my lashes, you know? Guys, this is look number 4. I absolutely love this look. It looks like beautiful water and it has like that deep plum in it. And the lower lash line I decided to keep with Wine and Dine because I don't know, I felt like the contrast, it really made the look match instead of it all being blue. I'm not gonna lie, at first I wasn't sure where it was gonna go, but I really love the end result. And yeah guys, let's move on to the last and final look. Alright guys, starting off with 24 and this lavish brush, we're just gonna tap it all over the crease, really building it up. This one again took a little bit of time to build, but nonetheless, we got it there. And I love how you can see like the orange undertone. And now we're gonna go in with Peach and just buff out that 24, the edges, so it's not too harsh. Now using Scorpio and hitting it on the crease on top of 24 because I just felt like we needed a little bit more depth. The shade 24 was a little bit too light on my skin tone, so we needed something to give a bit more depth, you know? Back in with 24, blending those edges out. Now using Peach, blending some more. And going in with our concealer, we're gonna clean the crease up a little bit, not too much. You don't have to clean the crease and it look like this. You can just add the light shade, but I just wanted to make it look a little bit cleaner. We're using the Scorpio and then back in with 24, just, you know, reinforcing our steps. Using the shade Peach and this flat fluffy brush, we're just gonna tap all over that crease so we can set it and we have that light crease. Like how pretty it is. Back in with Scorpio. Now, ooh guys, I'm excited. We're gonna go in with Messy and our MAC brush, and we're gonna start creating a wing liner. This will take some time, and ultimately I found that wetting this shade and the brush will really get that pigment going and make the shadow shine. So here I am wetting this liner brush, and I'm just lining it, making sure the lines are straight. You don't have to do this, but it's just like an extra step, you know? And then back in with our MAC brush. At this point I had wet it, and then you see how much more intense the eyeliner looks. So pretty. Full face and everything. Back in with our LA Girl Bright Liner, hitting the waterline. This is my favorite liner, you guys already know. And then back in with the brush we use Scorpio without tapping it in. We're just gonna build it up right on the lower lash line. Now using the brush we use 24, buffing some more. Now tapping into the shade Gleam, we're gonna hit it in the inner corner, and it wasn't giving me the pop I needed. So we're going back in with Blessed, and yeah, it gave us that umph. And with this brush, we're just gonna blend that inner corner out so we don't have like that spot, you know? And guys, this is the fifth and final look. Ooh, such a pretty look. I really wanted to use Messy as a liner. I just felt like it would just give us a nice subtle pop. And I really love how this look turned out. And oh my gosh, guys, I can't believe we're at the end. So this is it for the looks, but don't leave yet because I do have a full review and my thoughts on this palette. So I'll see you in the outro. Hey guys, so this is it. Oh my god, I actually knocked all of these looks out in one day. It's President's Day today, so I was off from my 9-to-5 job, so I had to take advantage and film all these looks. And guys, this palette is so freaking good. It is very versatile. It has a lot of colors, but it does have a lot of neutrals in which you can use every single day, add a pop of color, or just keep it neutral for your everyday looks. It has definitely bold blues and this top row right here. At first when I looked at it, I did notice the warm shades like the neutrals, but then I also was like, whoa, look at that blue. Look at Virgo. You guys, I'm a Virgo. And I don't know, this blue right here was beautiful. This one caught my eye too. It's like a green with undertones of gold. Oh, this palette, I like it. I love BH Cosmetics. I mean, they have never done us wrong. But supporting two Latinas in collaboration with BH Cosmetics, I felt like this palette was just so beautiful. I love how they incorporated their cultures. Like, that's such a beautiful thing. I love that. If you guys don't know, I am half Salvadorian and Honduran. So this is just, it makes me so proud, you know? But other than that, the palette is great. It works very well. The pigment is there. It's very blendable. It doesn't show a lot of texture on your lids. The shimmers are shiny. You don't really have to wet them. Of course, wetting them will give you that intense look, but for the most part, their pigment is bomb. But BH Cosmetics, they're so good. They're an affordable brand. They're actually an LA brand too. It retails for $24. It's available on bhcosmetics.com and also Ulta. I actually walked into the store and picked the palette up, and it's so freaking cute. This palette is pretty compact for the 20 shades that it brings, so I really like that. Of course, it brings the mirror. We always like a mirror. It's not a heavy palette in which weigh you down. Usually, like, a palette has a mirror and it's too heavy, I won't use it, but I caught myself using this entire palette along with the mirror throughout the 5 looks, and these shades are bomb. They're so pretty. There's so many different ways you can use this palette. Definitely the blue look I did was very, very intense and bold. I wanted to showcase the boldness of this palette because it does have a lot of neutrals and everyday tones, you know. Before I forget, Alondra and Elsie are two influencers. They're best friends. Elsie is a mom and Alondra is a mom-to-be. So, of course, we always support Latina women here. So excited to see that they collaborated with a palette. And this palette's so good. So good. You get 20 shades for $24 of freaking steal. And it's also limited edition. So I'm assuming it's not going to be here for too long, so get your hands on it if you're looking for a new palette that's affordable and that works, that has pigment, that blends. Let me know your thoughts on this palette. I absolutely love it. Let me know which one is your favorite look. I love them all. The blue one I would say is my favorite because one, blue is my favorite color, but I really didn't know where I was going with the look, to tell you the truth. Like, I had an idea, but then I added that plum shade and it just gave it that depth we needed, and I was like, okay, I could fucks with this. You know, at first I was about to take it off because I wasn't sure how it was gonna come out, but you know, you have to trust the process because sometimes that process is a hot mess and sometimes the process is easy, you know? But yeah, guys, I think this is it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me and spending a little bit of your day with me today. If you made it this far, you are a real one, and thank you so much. I love you, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. All right, time to go take a nap. Just kidding, I have to edit this video.